Magandang umaga, Malacanang Press Corps. Welcome sa ating press briefing ngayong araw, October 28. Earlier, President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. witnessed the signing of the Laguindingan International Airport Public-Private Partnership Concession Agreement. Sa loob ng 30-year na concession period, inaasahan na tutugunan ng proyektong ito ang capacity storage ng Laguindingan Airport. This will also increase the number of million passengers per annum from 1.6 million to 3.9 million in Phase 1 and from 3.9 million to 6.3 million in Phase 2. Para bigyan pa tayo ng detalye tungkol sa proyektong ito, kasama natin sina Department of Transportation Secretary Jaime Bautista, Undersecretary Roberto Lim, and Captain Manuel Tamayo, Director General of the Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines. Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Go ahead, sir.
Good morning. Today is a significant milestone in our endeavor to improve air connectivity with the signing of the Concession Agreement for the Laguindingan International Airport Public-Private Partnership Project. Since its opening in 2013, Laguindingan Airport has served as main gateway for Northern Mindanao. We expect Laguindingan's transformation after Aboitiz Infracapital takes over the airport operations and maintenance. This privatization project, coming closely after last month's successful turnover of the Ninoy Aquino International Airport to a private concessionaire, forms part of our program of airport upgrade and expansion while enhancing passenger experience. Aboitiz Infracapital will expand Laguindingan's capacity from 1.6 million passengers annually to 6.3 million passengers per annum. Like other airport development projects, Laguindingan's transformation should promote regional growth, generate jobs and livelihood, and create investment opportunities. This PPP project came to fruition with the International Financial Corporation, or IFC, of the World Bank Group, providing us advisory services how best to privatize this airport. This endeavor highlights the immense potential of PPPs in driving innovation and infrastructure development. This partnership with Aboitiz Infracapital not only taps private sector expertise, but also ensures delivery of quality public service. Let us draw inspiration from this second successful airport privatization project to advance our nation's infrastructure development. Thank you and good morning.
Thank you, Secretary Bautista. Shall we hear from Undersecretary Lim?
Good morning. The PPP program is a cornerstone policy of the government as a strategy to accelerate the infrastructure development of airports and other sectors. So we are delighted that with this clear policy, the implementing agencies such as DOTr in partnership with the PPP Center and other relevant agencies have been able to fast-track these projects that will bring connectivity, trade, commerce to our archipelagic nation. So we expect to have more of this before the end of the year and additional projects for 2025. Thank you.
Thank you, Undersecretary. And now let's hear from Director General Tamayo.
Good morning, everyone. Indeed, this is a milestone for us, especially CAAP. As you're all aware, we are supposed to be regulators of so many airports that we have in the country. And with the PPP, slowly the operations of airports will be moved out of CAAP itself so that we can concentrate on our primary mission of regulation and safety. So private sector will develop this. It's quicker, and as what was mentioned by Secretary and Yusek Bobby, there will be other airports to follow. Um, we definitely will partner with them, especially in expanding the routes to restore the regional or international flights to Laguindingan. It has a lot of potential. The runways are properly built and it still can serve. And we can perhaps expand this later on to include wide-body aircraft. But at this point in time, single-aisle aircraft are sufficient. And these are the type of equipment that are being used not only by our domestic airports, but our partners within the region. So with that, I'd like to say that we wish Aboitiz good luck, and we hope we can improve the services for the good of the country.
Thank you. And let's open the floor to questions. Eden Santos na 25.
Good morning po, Secretary. And okay. Total nabanggit po yung international flight. So meron po down the road kasama sa plano na magkaroon ng direct flight sa Laguindingan from other countries para hindi lamang po yung local economies yung mag-flourish. Meron po bang plano for direct flight?
Actually, yung privatization will lead to making this airport as an international airport, no? So with the implementation of this PPP project, no, magkakaroon ng mga international flights dito, and we will request Philippine carriers to fly out of Laguindingan to other Asian countries, no, and we will also request the airlines of other countries to fly to Laguindingan, no. So ang objective talaga is to make this as a regional international airport.
Okay. Maricel Halili, TV5.
Hi sir, magandang umaga po. Sir, paano makaka-apekto itong proyekto na to sa terminal fees? Will there be changes?
Sa ngayon, wala muna, no? Pero dahil ang private sector will invest billions of pesos, no? Magkakaroon ng maliit na increase doon sa mga terminal fees, no? Para naman ma-recover nila yung investments that they will put into the project, no?
Sir, what's our estimate and kailan kaya possible na maramdaman natin yung adjustment on fees?
Yung adjustment on fees, hindi naman kaagad i-implement yan, ano? Kailangan magkaroon muna ng improvements doon sa service na gagawin ng airport, no, ng operator, no. In fact, we're looking at siguro at least a year after, no, katulad nung dito sa Manila International Airport, no, yung passenger service charge or terminal fee will increase after 1 year pa, no.
Sir, pahabol lang po. Kanina, it was mentioned during the event na yung next target is Bohol. Meron pa ba tayong ina-eye na other airports?
Right now, we are working on the unsolicited proposals for Bohol Panglao International Airport, no. Yung Swiss challenge period will end November 11 for the Bohol Panglao International Airport, no. We're also looking at the privatization of the Iloilo International Airport, no. We're working closely with a possible concessionaire, no. In fact, natapos na yung aming negotiation, no, and we will just need to get NEDA approval for this project, no. We're also working for a possible solicited PPP for the Davao International Airport, no. In fact, a few weeks ago, we signed a transaction advisory services agreement, no, with International Finance Corporation for them to assist us in preparing the terms of reference for the privatization of the Davao International Airport, no. We're also working with the PPP Center for the privatization and operation, maintenance and operation of Calibo International Airport. No? So we're also working with ADB, no, for privatization of possible 7 to 15 more airports in the country. No?
Okay. Alvin Baltasar, Radyo Pilipinas. Please pass the mic. Jonah.
Secretary, magandang umaga po. Secretary, magkano po yung magiging share ng government dito sa Laguindingan habang nasa loob pa siya ng, 30-year agreement?
Sige, si Yusek Babi will respond to that. No?
So we have fixed payments of about 47 million for the first year, and in subsequent years it will be growing. And then we have a revenue share of 3% of gross revenues. We expect to receive 3.766 billion, no, over the concession period. That is the expected revenue for this project.
Okay, follow up ko na lang, Secretary Yusek. Kanina nabanggit ni Pangulo yung kinakailangan on track yung iba pang mga transport projects natin, Secretary. To name a few, for this year, ilan ba yung kinakailangan ma-complete doon sa sinasabi ng Pangulo na kinakailangan on track yung projects natin?
This year, no, aside from itong mga airport projects na tinitingnan natin, no, we're expecting the start of operations of LRT Line 1 extension. No? Tinitingnan namin na magkaroon ng additional service dito sa Line 1 for additional 5 more stations. No? And we're looking at middle of November for the start of operations, no, nung Line 1 extension. No? We're also looking at the possibility of awarding the Bohol Panglao International Airport, no, na nabanggit natin kanina, na yung end ng Swiss Challenge niya will be November 11. No? So malaman natin if there will be a challenger, medyo magtatagal yung award natin, no? But if there will be no challenger, posible na we can award this before the end of the year, no? We're also looking at awarding or giving the project to for the start of the Cebu International Container Terminal, no? This is a project funded by Korean Exim, no? Tapos na yung procurement namin dito. We'll do the notice of award in a few weeks, no? And siguro yung agreement we can sign before the end of the year also, no? We're also looking at the possibility of inaugurating or do the groundbreaking for the Taguig International Exchange Terminal, no? Ito yung parang yung PTEX natin dito sa Parañaque. Magkakaroon tayo ng another terminal sa Taguig, no? And we're hoping to do this also before the end of the year, no?
Okay. Any more questions?
Other issue?
Secretary, good morning. What is the status of the airports in the country after the typhoon
The
Christine?
airports. Right now, all airports are operational, no? Wala namang mga major damages na nangyari doon sa mga airports natin, no? And so far, lahat to ay operational, no? There were a few flights that were canceled from October 21 until the other day, no? Although all affected passengers were assisted by the airport authorities and the airlines themselves, no? So far, hindi tayo nagkaroon ng major problem sa mga airports natin during the onslaught of Typhoon Christine.
Okay. Ivan Mayrina,
Related
GMA7.
question, Secretary, itanong ko rin po yung status ng sea and land travel, particularly in the Calabar Zone and Bicol region.
Sa mga seaports natin, ngayon so far open na lahat ng mga seaports natin, no? Nagkaroon ng mga minor damages dun sa a few airports natin, no? The report that I got from GMJ Santiago is that we're estimating around 100 to 110 million pesos damages, no? Dun sa mga seaports natin, no? Meron sa Batangas maliit, sa mga kasi there are more than 100 airports, seaports that were affected, no, by Christine, Typhoon Christine, no. Mga minor damages, no, but total abutin din ng mga almost 100 million yung mga damages, no, which PPA is now working on to do the repair, no. Ang maraming naapektuhan ng mga pasahero natin ay yung doon sa dito sa Sorsogon, no. Yung ating seaport from Sorsogon to Allen, no. Hanggang ngayon medyo mahaba pa rin yung pila nung mga sasakay dun sa Roro from Matnog to Allen, no. But we're working closely with all the authorities so that mapadali yung pagbiyahe ng mga sasakyan, no.
Do we have an estimate, Secretary, kung ilang araw bago magbalik normal yung biyahe natin, lalo yan sa mga Roro?
Sa ngayon, hindi pa natin masabi kung ilang araw, no? Kasi ang LTO just issued a memorandum, no? Informing the mga bus operators, so sana na wag munang magbiyahe doon sa Bicol, no? Lalong-lalo na yung pupunta doon sa Matnog dahil napakahaba pa nung queue, no? In fact, kanina I heard a radio report, no, na almost 30 kilometers daw yung pila ng mga sasakyan doon, no? Kaya we are encouraging yung mga bus operators na siguro i-monitor yung situation doon before allowing their buses to fly to those destinations, no?
Ito hong week na to, Undas, traditionally peak po ito ng travel eh. Are we advising na the public na siguro i-defer na muna nila pagbibiyahe nila?
Well, meron naman tayong mga alternative modes of transportation, no? Yung mga biyahe ng Cebu, yung mga gustong magbiyahe by boat or by ship, no, going to the Visayas, pwede sila by Batangas, no? Kasi merong mga Roro service from Batangas going to Katiklan, no? Or from Batangas to Mindoro, no? To Rojas and Bulalakaw, no? And meron ding Roro from that place going to Katiklan, no? And from there, pwedeng magbiyahe yung mga buses going to Iloilo, no? And even to Bacolod and Cebu, no? Ang Department of Transportation together with the other attached agencies, ang CAAP, ang PPA, MIAA, no? Ang Cebu International Airport, we are getting ready for the Undas biyahe, no? Meron kaming every year we have this Oplan biyahing ayos, no? Para sa ating mga mananakay, no? So ready tayo. Katulong din natin diyan ang Philippine Coast Guard, no?
Okay, Chona Yu,
Sir,
People's
quick
Journal.
follow-up on that. Ilang pasahero ang inaasahan nating dadagsa sa mga bus terminal, airports, seaports?
Actually, millions yung tinitingnan natin, no? Every year naman, millions yung estimate natin, no? Siguro, yun lang yung mga bus yung bus passengers lang natin, abutin yan mga 1 to 1.5 million passengers. No? Airports and seaports, siguro easily yan, mga 3 million ang magbibiyahe. No?
Secretary, meron po ba tayong mga inaabot na tulong doon sa mga, kasi sabi nyo 30 kilometers po yung haba ng mga pila ng sasakyan sa may papuntang Matnugan Allen. Mga stranded po, meron tayong estimate kung ilan pa until now?
Ang mga local governments, ang DSW working together no, para matulungan itong mga pasahero na to. Unfortunately, ang Department of Transportation, wala kami talagang budget na pangbigay doon sa mga affected passengers. No? But yung other government agencies are helping the passengers. No?
Okay. No further questions? Well, thank you so much, Secretary Bautista, Undersecretary Lim, and Director General Tamayo. Thank you, Malacanang Press Corps. This concludes our press briefing.
Thank you.